What's going on, my beautiful people? It's your hosts and hostesses of Just the Tip, Where's the Rest of It podcast. I'm Jules, and this is the delightful, delectable, deliciously enjoyable Pats, aka Amy Fisher. Say hey to Pats, what's going on?
Hi, everyone. How's everybody doing today?
All right, so if you're listening to us, evidently we've made it. We're here, episode one. We crossed the finish line. How do you feel about that, Pats?
I feel fantastic, actually. It's been a long time coming. We've been talking about it for, I don't know, almost a year now, and dreams are coming into reality.
A lot of brainstorming went into this, a lot of planning, and a lot of late night phone calls getting this work done. But it's been worth the work. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to tell y'all a little bit about what we're doing here, what we're going to do here, the work we're going to get into. We are vets of the service industry, the service and hospitality industry. We have basically made our life off tips, which is something that's very hard to do. Very few people can do. Now, a lot of people highly marginalize and menialize our work, and they make it seem like, oh, anyone could do that, or oh, it's so easy, and oh, they choose that job, and why should I tip? So many issues, so much etiquette surrounding this industry that is unknown, and that's not exposed. That's what we're here to do. Pat, what is your mission? What do you hope to accomplish? What do you want us to achieve with just the tip? Where's the rest of it?
I want to educate and, you know, let people know that there is another side to the service industry. Um, and we're all just people. We're all just working, but I feel like the service industry gets a lot of slack. Um, Black. Sorry, not slack, slack. Um, but we do make good money, and it does take a certain person. But at the same time, we want people to know the do's and don'ts and, you know, the proper etiquette of the restaurant industry.
I agree. I agree. Now, I think this also gives a good segue for us to actually kind of give our listeners a nice point of view as in the contrast of which part of the industry you and I both work in. Pat's is working all the way in the villages, Florida, the land of the rich retirees, people with money to spend and time to kill and nothing to do. So you can imagine her livelihood is very lively. I am in San Antonio, the land of barbacoa, Big Red, and the $5 tip, darlings. So there's a sharp contrast as to who we're working for and what we're doing, but we're still doing the same thing. And again, if you apply the rules correct, or they're not rules, but it's an etiquette that should be followed when you are in a restaurant. If you apply the etiquette, you'll make a living, whether you're pimping out chips and salsa like I'm doing, or whether you're over there doing fine fancy dining like Amy is in the villages, Florida. You will make a living doing this if people simply followed the system. There is a system in place for this, and there's a reason for the system. So today's topic on Just the Tip was from A to Zingers. Now, why Zingers? Pats and I met at this lovely little posh bar that we used to work at called Zingers Bar and Grill. I
It
like
was
her
not
said
posh.
that.
It was not posh. I will tell you that right now.
It was posh as fuck. You're in denial. We had, for God's sakes, we had the most shaded spot in the corner of the Galleria. It was cute. It was cute, and
It
everybody was
was,
there.
but it was a hot mess.
Well, let's just say the ratchet of the rich in Bee Cave in Lakeway, Texas, went there to get their partying in. That's what Zingers was. And hey, we that was our home, our second home away from home. We chose a mom and pop shop to work for in that time, and that's also the topic of our first episode. Pop in that server cherry. How are you going to do that? You want to do it with a mom and pop shop, or you want to do it at a corporate entity? I chose to do it at a corporate entity myself, and I was shown how to serve from the ground up. So I can say that I gained a lot of advantages from a company like Darden. Olive Garden was a wonderful place for me to start. Made a great work family, loved everyone, and I learned how to serve. I wasn't the best server when I first started. I kind of sucked. I really sucked, and Olive Garden put up with that. A place like Zingers, the mom and pop shop, really won't. You got to hit the ground running. Uh, Pat's, how old were you when you were at Zingers?
Um, I believe I was 19, almost 20, and it wasn't my first serving job by any means. But it was my first, the gate opening as a almost freshly 21 person. Would I say that was the best option? Probably not. Did I have fun? Absolutely. Did it show me what I wanted in the service industry in the long run? 100%.
Hmm. I um I can't say that I agree. I thought kind of backwards. I always thought that I should stay within a corporate entity. So by the time I got to Zingers, I didn't know how much fun privately owned places can be or the advancement opportunities because we were both servers at Zingers. When I started at Zingers, I was a server, then I became a bartender, and lo and behold, all of a sudden I was the fucking manager. So yeah, there's room for advancement. There's room
It
for
went quick.
it went very